Hi, my name is Herschel Lumain, and I am a first-year student at Cebu Doctors University, situated in the Block F. Today, I will be showing you how to perform an open gloving procedure. Open glove is a procedure where only the hands need to be covered, where the opposite gloved hand is picked up by the other gloved hand in a way that the fingers are protected in the inner side of the pocket. Open gloving helps protect the healthcare workers when they clean the open wounds of a patient. It helps defend from excretory fluid coming from the patient. This protects the hand of the person when touching the skin of the patient that has sores, open wounds, cuts, or scratches.
Let's start off by finding a clean surface to put the materials in. Once we find the clean surface, then we can move on to the materials needed. First, we have our waste receptacle. Then we have our sterile surgical gloves. Once we have all our needed materials, then we can finally move on to the next step. My nails are short and clean and have gone through medical hand washing to ensure its cleanliness. Moving on, make sure any accessories like watch, rings, or bracelets are removed from both hands. When our hands are free from any accessories, then we can finally move on to the actual procedure. Let us open up the packaging of our sterile gloves. Inside, we have the middle flap, the top flap, and the bottom flap. Make sure that when you open up the gloving packages, we use the middle flaps. Then, let's open it up until we see the sterile gloves completely. It won't completely open up, so in order to fix this, we should fold the bottom flap. It is important to remember to not touch the inner part since that part is sterile. This inner part where the gloves are located is the part that is sterile. This is the inside portion of the glove that we can touch, and these are the sterile tips of the glove that we should avoid at all costs. Then, with my non-dominant hand, I'm gonna grab the inside of the cuff to insert my dominant hand into the glove, which is my right hand. It is important to only touch the inside of the cuff to avoid cross-contamination. Then, after that, using my dominant hand or my right hand, I'm gonna grab the leftover glove to insert my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand. Remember to only touch the inner portion of the glove. Once you're done with that, we can make necessary adjustments with the sleeve and with the fit of our fingers. When adjusting the cuffs, make sure not to touch your arms since this can ruin the open gloving procedure by cross-contamination. Pinch the gloves to correctly fit it with your hands and avoid contact with skin at all costs. Do this step with both hands. Now that we are done making necessary adjustments, we can now properly dispose the glove packaging. In disposing this, since the inside portion is sterile, we can freely grab this with our sterile gloves and crumple it. Make sure not to contact with the non-sterile portion, which is the outside portion of the glove packaging. After crumpling, properly dispose the container to the waste receptacle. Make sure your area is clean and everything that should be disposed is inside the waste receptacle. After disposing, we can finally say that we completed the open gloving procedure.
In conclusion, open gloving with the help of sterile gloves help keep our hands clean and lessen our chance of getting germs that makes us sick. Wearing gloves every time we touch blood, bodily fluids, bodily tissues, mucous membranes, or broken skin, especially as a healthcare worker, will help us become safer in the workplace. We should always wear gloves for this sort of contact, even if a patient seems healthy and has no signs of any germs.
Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned something.